Rickey Smiley Morning Show, the most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Just another day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas, Pastor Frederick Douglass Haynes. Pastor Haynes, good morning.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley and the Rickey Smiley Morning Show family. Listen, love you so much, Rickey. You are the man. I appreciate you, bro. Check this out, Rickey. Today's song is real powerful. That amazing, that phenom herself, Tamala Man, she simply pleads, God, change me. Isn't it good to know that you don't have to be what you've been? Isn't it good to know that what's behind you does not have to define you, let alone confine you? Because we serve a God who was able to change you from the inside out. And when God changes you from the inside out, the good news is you end up getting on a trajectory that takes you to a divine destiny that's greater than where you've come from. I guess I'm saying this. When Tamala Man says, change me, Tamala Man lets all of us know that in this life, it ain't about where you start. It's about where you're going. In this life, you don't have to stay the way you are. You can become more than what you've been because God is in the business of changing us. And then I guess the final thing is that what's in front of you is greater than what's behind you. And so if your testimony, if your prayer is, God, change me, check this out. God will do that because God says it ain't about where you start. It's about where you're going. A lot of us got off to a bad start in life. A lot of us found ourselves on the wrong side of situations, the wrong side of the track. But here's the good news. God can change you. Listen, God is so good, parenthetically, is that God ain't got to change what's around you. God can change you in the midst of what's around you and then give you the power to make changes in what's happening around you. God can change you so that where you've been doesn't determine what you can become, but then God can change you because God is good enough to not allow, here it is, where you have failed to be where you finish. I love that right there. Instead of failing, you can fall forward. God is good enough to ensure that you can be changed. And so, Tamala Man, thank you for this testimony that lets us know that we serve a God above us who can make changes within us so we can make a difference in the world around us. That's my prayer today. God, change me. Have a blessed day.
There it is, Pastor Haynes, man, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church. Let's get into this music. Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Yes, sir. Love you, Rickey. Have a great one.
Yes, sir. You too. Let's go.
News headlines.
Entertainment.
Sports.
It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 23 minutes after the hour. We got your front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Rickey. The front page is brought to you by Charmin. We all go, whether you go with irresistibly soft Charmin Ultra Soft or the superior strength of Charmin Ultra Strong. You can't go wrong. Enjoy the go with Charmin. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's what's happening in news. Kevin Monahan was found guilty of second-degree murder on Tuesday for shooting and killing a woman who was a passenger in a car that mistakenly drove up his driveway in New York last year. Monahan had pleaded not guilty to charges of murder in the second-degree reckless endangerment and tampering with evidence in the death of 20-year-old Kaylin Gillis on April 15th of 2023. He was convicted of all charges about only 2 hours of deliberations. District Attorney Tony Jordan will seek a maximum sentence of 25 years to life when Monahan is sentenced on March 1st. Just important to note that he's a white man and she was a white woman. In other news, former President Donald Trump is closer to winning a third consecutive Republican presidential nomination by winning the New Hampshire primary in a one-on-one matchup with his last challenger standing. You like that?
Yeah, because he does not beat Joe Biden in a general election. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Let's keep saying that.
Huh?
Let's keep saying that. Let's keep reminding people.
Yeah. You know, we want him to win the primary because he's an idiot. And, you know, when those abortion laws and the Supreme Court that he picked and the dictatorship, Joe Biden got a lot of content to run on Donald Trump. It'll be real close, but I don't see Trump beating Joe Biden because a lot of Republicans against Trump, especially suburban white women that care about a woman's right to choose. He got a lot going against him. So that's real. So that's why I was pulling for Trump. I did not want Ron DeSantis or Nikki Haley to win the primaries because I see them beating Joe Biden in a general election. That makes sense, Maria?
Yeah, it does. It does make sense. You know, I was really, I'm not shocked. I guess I wasn't surprised, but it's just really interesting how he says things like, I don't get mad, I get even. And the crowd cheers for him. He said that last night at his victory speech.
Yeah, it ain't even what he said. It's just the fact that they don't care about democracy and they don't care about the Constitution.
They feel like he's willing to hurt the people that they hate, and he hates the way they hate, and that's what they're moving on.
Yeah. Well, Nikki Haley, meanwhile, she vowed to remain in the Republican race, saying that she's now going to focus on the February 24th primary in her heart. And those are a few of this morning's headlines. For more news and updates, visit RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what's going on in sports?
Well, I got a little sad news for Georgia Bulldog fans, man. The University of Georgia's beloved live mascot, Uga X, the live dog, has passed away at the age of 10.
All of them be dying. Them dogs die every year.
Man, in dog years, he's 70 years old.
Have you seen the tombstones of all of the Georgia Bulldogs? Uggers that die, they die every 2 years.
Well, this one lasted 10 years. You know what I'm saying?
They need to get what kind of dog in the hood lasts a long time, special case?
No, the mutts, the ones that be a German Shepherd mixed with a Rottweiler mixed with a Cocker Spaniel.
The Poctalos.
Yeah.
The Poctalos.
German Cocker Rot Spaniel.
All wrestling fans, man, WWE Raw just struck a $5 billion deal with Netflix. 10-year deal, man. So they coming over to the Flicks, man. Netflix and chill on Monday. It's going to be off the chain. And Miami Dolphins, this is an interesting sports story, man. Miami Dolphins star wide receiver Tyreek Hill, court records show that he filed for divorce from his wife this week, but then he came on social media recently and just said he's happily married. I don't know. That's their business, man, but doggone it, that's a top news sports story, so I figured I thought I was going to share it to everybody. Bring it in chat. You got the hot spot. What's going on?
The hot spot coming up next, and I'm going to tell you about the Lovers and Friends Festival in 2024 and who going to be on it. Up next, it's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, 29 minutes before the top of the hour. Y'all time for the hot spot. What up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. How you doing this morning, Ricky?
Man, slow motion, man.
Slow motion for you?
I feel good this morning. I had karaoke last night. It was packed. It was a lot of fun. We did a lot of singing. I went to bed about midnight and jumped right back up, baby. It ain't nothing but a thing, baby. I do this.
Midnight is late for you, bruh.
Yeah, but I'm good, though.
All right, well, that's good. You sound freshly revived and on your medicine, so we doing good. All right, y'all, it's officially Oscar season. Nominations for the 96th Academy Awards were announced yesterday morning at the Academy Samuel Goldwyn Theater in Los Angeles. Now, the ceremony is once again being held at the Dolby Theater in Hollywood, and Jimmy Kimmel will return as host for the fourth time. So Oppenheimer took the lead with 13 nominations, while Poor Things followed close behind with 11 nominations. Killers of the Flower Moon received 10 nods, while Barbie received 8 nominations overall. However, only 7 out of the 20 acting Oscar nominees across Best Actress, Best Supporting Actress, Best Actor, and Best Supporting Actor were represented this year by people of color, which were Lily Gladstone, Danielle Brooks, Divine Joy Randolph, America Ferrera, Coleman Domingo, Sterling K. Brown, and Jeffrey Wright. And that ties with the same number of diverse acting nominees across acting categories at last year's Oscars. However, it's down from the 9 nominees of color in 2020. So they slowly knocking it down. But, you know, we can't wait to get our credit that we deserve when it comes to these awards and these Oscars and stuff like that, because I really feel like The Color Purple was slighted. Like, come on, all these awards and nominations, people get 13 and 20 awards. You can get in one. It was a great movie, and they put in a lot of work, and they went through a lot of stuff. But anyway, moving on, y'all. Usher, Janet Jackson, the Backstreet Boys, they are set to headline the Lovers and Friends Festival, which will take place on May 4th at the Las Vegas Festival grounds. Lil Wayne, Snoop, Gwen Stefani, Nas, Alicia Keys, Nelly Furtado, Luda, Mary, Sierra, TLC, and Timberland are also among the names of performers on the lineup. Now, as part of the festivities, special sets will include Lil Wayne performing the Carter 3 in its entirety and Usher performing Confessions, celebrating the album's 20th anniversary. So that's going to be super duper dope. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot right there. But coming up next, we got Rock T's HBC. You know who we repping today, Rock T.
Let's go shout out to Talladega College today, man.
Okay.
HBC, you know. Coming up next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Gary, why you not talking to nobody this morning? What's wrong? You woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
Yeah, I left my, first of all, I had my glasses left in the car, so when I can't see, it's like I can't feel y'all. But I got
you got a little attitude this morning because you left your glasses in the car.
It ain't our fault.
Yeah, but I mean, because I usually leave a pair in the drawer and somebody moved them here. You know, you readers, mean a lot to you.
I thought you been home by yourself. You had company.
Uh-oh.
I ain't no damn company. For what? What they have to do with my glasses?
You said somebody moved them. Oh, you said your glasses that was at work.
Yeah. Somebody.
Oh, okay. Ain't nobody touch your glasses. Can't nobody see through them doggone prescriptions.
Well, they show not in the drawer.
We get some contacts, Gary.
Honey, I'm scared to stick my eyes.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, because your prescription thick look like a pair of certs in your eyes. Brad, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. So here's an annual top list that you don't want your city to be on. Orkin just posted this list, and it's the 2024 list of top cities for bed bugs. Oh, dang. And Chicago is number one for the 4th year in a row.
No, not the Chi.
The Chi. Oh, Lord have mercy. 4 years ago, before Chicago began its unfortunate streak, it was Washington, D.C. that had the number one spot.
No.
The list ranks from the top 50 cities using data on how many people had to use exterminators over the past 12 months.
East Coast.
Now, New York City is second this year, followed by Philadelphia, Cleveland/Akron, Ohio, Los Angeles, Detroit, Washington, D.C., Indianapolis, Charlotte, and Champaign, Illinois.
Now, y'all ain't gonna do that to Naptown. I ain't never stayed in Naptown and had bed bugs.
Ooh,
I ain't never got ate up by bed bugs in none of those cities, especially Detroit. You know, we go to Detroit all the time. I'm shocked.
That's good.
Now you know they got a roach list too, the top 10 cities. It was on Facebook and it had me crying.
No.
Like I was literally crying laughing. So yeah, so if Orkin got a bed bug, I'm sure they got one for rats and they got one for roaches too. So we need to find that list and get the top 10 cities for.
Well, New York is top for rats.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
They
you can
run
see
around
them.
outside.
They got rats doing Uber Eats in New York.
Yeah, they
They walking around like dogs.
Rats up there got jobs.
They walk up next to you like, "What's up?
Yeah, what up, dog?
You about to get some pizza? Bring me a slice."
And if I can leave you with anything, I want to leave you with this. Hear me clearly when I say this. There are people who come in your life sometimes to be there for a season. They weren't meant to be there always. Sometimes we find ourselves hooked up with people that we think are there for a lifetime, but they were only supposed to be there for a season. There are people who come in your life like boosters for a rocket. If you ever watch a rocket go into space, the boosters fall off when it reaches a certain altitude. Some people are not equipped to handle the altitudes that you're going to. So don't be afraid when they fall off. They're not bad people. They just couldn't go where you're going.
FixMoney.com.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I want to hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary had the tea in the club of the day. Gary!
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning, you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. The question is, where is Wendy, y'all? People want to know, where is Wendy? Well, New York radio host Miss Jones, y'all. Y'all remember Miss Jones? Her real name is Tasha Jones. They say, baby, she paid a visit to her friend Wendy Williams. And they're saying, after the listeners urged Miss Jones to please go visit Wendy and see what was going on with her. Well, they're saying, y'all, if you didn't know that Wendy vanished, y'all, from the spotlight, honey, after a series of unfortunate incidents, including losing her once popular daytime show to her former friend Sherry Shepherd. Well, they're saying Wendy is battling Graves' disease and dementia, and they say she was in a rehab for alcoholism and prescription drugs, abuse in the past. Well, they're saying that the last time that Wendy was seen in public was in February of 2023, and they're saying, somebody, part of her team is posted on her Instagram page. They did that back in September of 2022. Now, they're saying on January the 4th, Ms. Jones explained y'all on the air that she paid Wendy a visit, honey, at her beautiful Manhattan apartment building. Now, they're saying upon her entering the building, she was told by the doorman, honey, that it was definitely too late. The doorman said, honey, you're a couple of months late, honey. Wendy moved. That's what the doorman told Ms. Jones. Now, she said she asked around the building and learned that Wendy moved to Florida, y'all, where she's living with her son, Kevin Hunter Jr. And, you remember back in the day, well, not back in the day, but a while back ago, Wendy was having alleged issues with her son when they were saying he only tried to sign a $2 million apartment, tried to get an application for a $2 million apartment back in Miami or what have you. But they're saying he was evicted from the apartment after a judge appointed a trustee to oversee Wendy's money and what have you. Now, they were saying Ms. Jones said that she checked multiple property listings online to find out if Wendy's duplex apartment in Manhattan was sold yet. She said, but it's, as of yet, it's not sold and it's definitely still on the market or what have you. But anyway, she said that, Wendy's living with her son allegedly in Florida, and hopefully she's doing fine or what have you. Because we love Wendy. We talked about it many times before and stuff and whatever. But hopefully and prayerfully that she's doing okay. And they're saying, right now, she may be, hiding because, the judge, he took the husband because, the husband was trying to get her money as well, and he signed it where he couldn't have it. So hopefully she's just sitting back for a while. Because they say since her apartment in New York is not sold, she may go back to her apartment soon. So we're going to follow that story and see how it all turns out.
But what would be the purpose of her going back up there?
Well, New York.
She may be keeping it.
Yeah, New York is the city, honey. She loves New York and what have you. But right now they're saying, she may be in Florida with her son. So, we're going to follow it and see how that all turn out.
It's just amazing you can be so high and at the top of the game.
Yes.
And then all of that change within a blink.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah.
That is scary.
It's sad.
It's very sad and scary, So, but we're going to see it turn out, see how it turn out with Wendy, honey. All right, moving on in other celebrity news. Speaking of top of the game, honey, Amy Robach, she tearfully said that she gave up her TV career for TJ Holmes. She said, honey, I've chosen you. Now, they're saying she's speaking out, honey. They're saying that, because, they tried to do this podcast, honey, Amy and TJ, and they said that thing just flopped, honey.
Yeah.
It just flopped. Oh,
did y'all listen to any of it?
No. That's why it flopped. Ain't nobody listened to it.
But they're news readers. Who said that they were interesting personalities?
Yeah,
they're just news readers. What's interesting
point.
about
that?
But
how did it flop, though? Everybody else?
Ricky, they are giving them, they letting this white woman know, you want to be with this black man you cheated with him for one thing on your husband. He cheated on his wife, and you want to be with him? Well, we're going to show you, girl. Either you going to be with him or you going to go for your career. And she told him, honey, she said, I chose you, honey. And, after that extramarital affair and stuff, they reminded her.
But, Gary, if you're talented and entertaining, people going to watch you. If you ain't talented and you're not entertaining, people not going to watch you regardless of what you do in your personal life.
Well, maybe they shouldn't do anything together. Maybe he should go and do something, and maybe she should go and work at a local news station or something like that.
She said, honey, I really want to be able to do what I love, and I want to be able to do it with you. And that's more the pressure. She said she
don't want him out of her sight.
She don't want him out of her sight because
that
exactly.
Part.
Yes, and she said that, and love sometimes is a choice, she said, Ricky, when it's hard. She said, it's not just a feeling. She said, lust is a feeling, but love is a choice. And she said, I believe and I have chosen to love you. That's what she told him.
I couldn't be up under the person that I'm married to or dating all day and working together. That's just too much.
Yeah, but
that's too much time.
But when you get them that way,
there you go.
She got him that way, honey. You was cheating on that. That man had his beautiful wife at home with his daughter, an attorney, and honey, but he was cheating on the damn job. And then they found out about it. They made it public, honey. So they felt that they were who they were, and like they were gonna just come out. And people was gonna love them. People, they might be both talented people, especially, but people don't like them because of what they did.
Right.
Yeah, women don't forgive. Women do not forgive women that take other women's husbands. They just don't like it because I think everybody has dealt with cheating and being cheated on in some kind of capacity. And Gary, they don't like it. They do not. Black women, white women, they do not like it.
And the masses don't like it because he's a black man with a white woman.
And what do we have in common with him to listen to their podcast anyway?
Yeah.
That part, yeah.
So,
like,
it's just
who do they relate to?
Right, who do they relate to?
Because every time somebody look at them, they go, how you telling me here you didn't cheat it? So, people gonna always remind you of that.
Can't give me no advice.
Exactly. So, it's just something, but I feel Miss Amy, she gonna run away eventually one day, honey, because she gonna get tired of being broke, honey. And he's gonna be tired of looking at her. Yeah, but honey, hell with that.
That's what's going on. That's why she don't want to leave his side.
He got to put in that work, boy. You got to go in.
Tearing it up.
But they gonna break up, honey.
Tearing it up.
But he gonna cheat, honey. He's gonna cheat on her, honey. And trust me, they ain't gonna be together. He gonna definitely cheat because he gonna get tired of her looking at her face. Oh, TJ, could you please bring me some water? He gonna get sick of that. And honey, he gonna leave. I'm telling you, trust me, honey. He gonna leave you, honey. He's a man of African descent, and he gonna definitely leave.
Oh, don't do that.
Well, hey.
He said that the black man ain't no good, Gary.
Not for the most. I ain't gonna paint with a broad brush, but
That's cold-blooded, man. Cold-blooded.
The color today, honey, is one of my favorite color. My color today is cotton candy. On the high end, you say cotton candy. On the low end, you say beautiful light blue. That's your color for
that
today.
was so funny.
Because he's stupid. What?
Brett,
I like black man.
Oh, you sure do, honey, Miss Twan.
I like black man. Black man really make me feel real good. Yeah, I like black man. Black man make me feel good for you.
Oh boy, y'all, this got to be the messiest morning show. Y'all so messy, man. Y'all need
disrespectful.
To stop. I like.
No, you do.
I like black man. He big. Bigfoot. Stop it, Brett.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. I got you. Wake up, go! Get at me, 8669. Rickey, let's go.
Wake up. Come on. Wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Because they woke you up this morning, slid you in your house shoes, so it would be better. Wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Wanna know where you calling from, so come on and tell us and just wake up.
Wake up. This is Ernest Moore calling from Richmond, Georgia. Everybody in Richmond, Georgia, wake up.
This is Carter from Fort Lauderdale, and we want to wake up all our family. Wake up.
Good morning. This is Vonda, and I'm calling from O'Fallon, Illinois. This is for everyone driving out to Scott Air Force Base. Wake up.
Hey, my name's Marcus Baines, calling out of Houston, Texas. And today, I need for everybody to govern themselves accordingly. You hear that, maybe? Yes. Now grab your britches and wake up. We got to catch the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Gang of cities tuned in, locked in. What's yours? Because we gon' let them know. Where Richmond, wake up. And Little Rock, wake up. And Tulsa, wake up. Wake up. Come on, Flint, wake up. In Toledo, wake up. Des Moines, wake up.
Hey, big shout out to Jacksonville, Hot 106.5. Hey, I love y'all. Everybody in Duval County. Got to shout out to my homeboys, my friends I grew up with. I got Ernest Booby, Marvin Salter. What up, y'all? Hey, love y'all. Everybody in Jacksonville, man. Hey, listen. Thanks. I also want to thank everybody that came out to karaoke last night. We all went to bed at 12:30, Brett. 12:30.
Oh, wow. Even later than 12.
Damn. 30.
Ladies and gentlemen, our favorite grandmama, Miss Venus Jenkins.
I got to run through these real quick, because my bus coming. Good morning, Rock T.
Good morning, Miss Jenkins.
What it is, Brett?
Yes.
Yeah, and what's
Maria?
Mary.
Maria.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Gary.
Good morning.
Good morning. I got your shirt and what's the boy name?
Special K.
And the one be doing the commercial with the hamburgers.
Oh, that's me, Rock T.
Rock T.
Oh, yeah.
You make them hamburgers sound good.
Absolutely. Them things delicious, Miss Jenkins.
And I want to say happy birthday to Deacon Rudy Clemens. Don't you know him, Brett?
Yeah.
You know, he turned 97 today. Now, unfortunately, he's still in jail.
No.
Yeah, after being arrested yesterday for shoplifting
Lord.
a bag of grapes and 2 jars of Vicks Vapor Rub from the grocery store.
No.
So they put him in jail yesterday. He's still in there. We don't know if he can get bail. but we definitely want to say happy birthday to Deacon Rudy Clemens. He turned 97. We don't want him to spend the rest of his birthday in jail. Now, Maria, you know Sister Willie Hammonds.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, she got put out the nursing home, Gary.
No.
Man.
Put out the nursing home because she's 92 and her mind bad.
You put her out, though?
Yeah, because she took a raccoon in the building and she thought it was a cat. And it went crazy and bit 5 other residents. So she need to know if anybody got a room that she can stay in for a couple of weeks. Yeah, make sure y'all wear your glasses because it's easy to get a raccoon mixed up with a rat, and that thing got the loose in there and with the Biden folks and carrying on, and now all them folks got to get tetanus shots.
Lord.
And I'm just thinking in my mind, well, what's she carrying in there for? Don't make sense. Just leave stuff alone. All right. Now the homegoing service for Brother Earl Roundtree. Gary, you know him.
Oh yeah, I know Brother Roundtree.
Brother
Very
Roundtree, his father Ernest. That funeral is gonna be on Saturday. And he was 89. And he was overweight and had battles for years with candy addiction. Yeah, he died after his family left him alone in his apartment, not knowing that the candy lady stayed 2 doors down, and he spent his whole Social Security check on 63 bags of lemon heads and Pop Rocks. And then he tried to wash it down with a can of Dr. Pepper.
No.
And his stomach exploded. And that's where they find him. Do not mix Pop Rocks with lemon heads and wash it down with a cold Dr. Pepper.
Oh, Lord.
They say he bust wide. They say he bust wide open. He bust wide open, so it's gonna be a closed casket. It was candy everywhere. So y'all make sure y'all keep that family lifted up in prayer.
Yes.
And that concludes our church announcement. All right, I gotta go. Y'all have a nice day. All right.
Black Tony, what happened to you?
Well.
Man, I was going to give you tickets to see comedian Benji Brown, who was also at karaoke. Man, I know you love Benji Brown.
I do, son, but I gotta go. You're
not coming to work. You're not coming to work.
I was gonna come last night, but I had to get prep.
What happened to the elevator situation? When yesterday you was stuck on it.
Okay, so once again, well, so what I tell you, you be living in the past. You be living in the past. That ain't got nothing to do with today.
Okay, I'm just, bro. You calling in sick every day.
Ain't nobody calling in sick. I had to do prep. I had to get prep for surgery this morning.
You having surgery?
Yeah.
What happened?
They said, the H&R folks had sent me to see the psychiatry lady yesterday. Try to find out why I keep being telling fictitious lies about coming to work. And the psychiatry lady said she said I need a change. She said you got to change your mind. You got to help her change her mind. So I'm getting surgery this morning. I'm getting a brain transplant.
So what, they gonna give you somebody else's brain, or they gonna work on the brain that you have?
No, Dr. Carter, he's gonna give me a different brain. He said he's gonna put another brain in there.
So a brain of somebody that actually went to work every day.
Yo, somebody who had perfect attendance, and they just.
Wait a minute, hold up, back up.
What?
They gonna give you the brain of somebody that had perfect attendance.
Yo, yeah.
And that surgery is today.
Yeah, so it's at 8:45. He said I'll be home by 9:30.
So let me ask you this. He said you're gonna be home at 9:30. But will you still be Black Tony? Like, how does that work?
I don't know until they do it. He said once I do it, he said I'm gonna have a change of mind. He said I'm gonna have a change. I'm gonna be a better, different person if everything go like it's supposed to go. But brain surgery, getting your brain transplanted, is very serious.
And he said that
I didn't even know they could do that. I know they do heart transplant, but I ain't never heard of a brain transplant.
no, Dr. Carter gonna do it at his office.
So you're gonna get a whole nother person's brain. So somebody died and you're gonna get their brain.
Yup. And
the person that died had perfect attendance.
Yup.
So the surgery.
You never heard of that?
Surgery started at 8:45. You be at the crib at 9:30.
Ain't no way.
He said I be home by 9:30, but he said I can't come to work until probably Friday though, because it's a major surgery. Yep. So I see y'all on Friday. I'll be having a new brain. But he said my head might be bigger, so I'm gonna have to get some different hats. Because the person who died had a bigger brain. It's gonna scratch my head out a little bit.
Oh man, right?
Yeah. Go ahead.
So you think we should let it be off the date to prep?
Yeah, that's a good reason.
So what you got to do to prep for brain surgery?
I just had to get a haircut, get a line up. Get a help,
Oh, man, go.
I told my mom I was gonna go vegan, y'all. But when she said, vegan mean that you can't eat no meat, baby, honey. I said, I can't be no vegan, y'all. I gotta be a vegan or some y'all. Baby, because I gotta have me a piece of chicken once in a while, y'all. I'm out here exercise, playing basketball. And y'all, I'm not going vegan, I'm going vegan. Period. Y'all already know.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary has the tea and color of the day. Gary, good morning.
Good morning, Maria. Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news. Y'all, a lot of people saying, y'all, that Khloe Kardashian may have to file for welfare. Because it's been reported, y'all, honey, they're saying that 32-year-old Tristan Thompson, y'all, recently received a 25-game suspension, honey, from the NBA after failing a drug test. Now, they're saying the legal official reported that the Cleveland Cavaliers tested positive, y'all, for ibuprofen and serum LGD 40-3300, which both violate the institution's anti-drug policy. Now, reported, y'all, they say one of them aids in strength improvement, while the other speeds up recovery time. Now, they said both, honey, however, are considered, honey, to be performance-enhancing supplements and are deemed illegal, honey, to use for the NBA, y'all. Now, they're saying as a punishment, Thompson is going to reportedly be benched without pay. What do you mean? That's where Khloe may have to, she might have to file for welfare. Because they say, honey, he's not going to get paid for 25 games, honey, starting with the team's upcoming face-off against the Milwaukee Bucks, honey, which is tonight, honey. But this is the deal, though, y'all. This is so sad, y'all. Now, this is what they're saying, y'all. This is they say how the voice, y'all, of cheating, honey, be whispering into Tristan Thompson's ear in every aspect of life. And here's what he said.
You make me sick.
Leave me alone, please.
Hiding in the shadows. Hiding from who you truly are.
Oh.
So Rock T, about how much do you think he makes per game?
I don't know what his last contract was, but he just got picked back up from the Cleveland Cavaliers recently. So she's going to be fine. I know he's going to probably get hit with a little bit if he ain't getting paid for 25 games. So let me do some research on that one. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
But the contract he had before this one was a pretty good substantial, so hopefully he still got some of that money in the bank.
Yeah, hopefully, but he's probably not having because he got a bunch of babies, honey, and he's of African descent. So
why do you think he wouldn't get caught with performance-enhancing drugs? Don't they do tests all the time?
All the time. They random tests.
Oh my God.
They just don't know when they're gonna happen.
So, honey, but it's sad though, honey. But it's just a sad situation. We just gotta pray, honey. Poor Khloe, honey, and them babies, honey. All right, moving on in other celebrity news, y'all. They're saying, y'all, baby, that a judge denies the Insecure star Sirius Jackson request, baby, for a restraining order against, honey, his beautiful brother's girlfriend and her baby mama, Keke Palmer, honey, and her mama, baby. They're saying that the actor requested for a restraining order against Keke and her mom, and they said the judge denied it. Oh, my God, y'all. They're saying, according to Radar Online, a Los Angeles Superior Court judge turned down the petition for the temporary restraining order, honey, against them. Now, they said it was recently reported, y'all, that Sirius claimed, y'all, that he had been harassed by his brothers, Darius Jackson's ex-girlfriend, Keke Palmer, and her mama. He said in his initial filing, they said Sirius, honey, reportedly included an email conversation between Keke and Darius' lawyers that were the Alice star's counsel claimed that she, honey, had concerns about their son being around her ex's family. And they said he also alleged, y'all, that, honey, Kiki harassed and stalked him and the family on social media and what have you. But it's sad that the judge would deny that man is fearing for his life. You know, you don't know what Kiki Palmer is liable of doing or what have you.
I feel like at this point, it's like you file a restraining order. You file a restraining order. Let's make everybody look crazy. Let me look like the sane one because they're going back and forth with it. Darius filed one.
Yeah.
Kiki filed one first.
Yeah, but, it's sad, honey. You just never know. But I feel so bad. But it still bothers me. I understand how y'all people in love, you married people and you love people, and then all of a sudden y'all don't love each other no more.
You got to experience to know it. And then you'll understand better.
I guess I do, honey, because I just don't understand. We was in love today and hating each other tomorrow. I mean, how does that happen?
Maybe that wasn't real love.
I don't know. Maybe, but they got a baby somewhere up in there, so I guess you don't have to have a baby to have real love neither, I guess.
We all know
one
that.
night stand, Jack.
Oh, my Lord.
All that takes is bad timing.
Is that what it is?
Right.
Oh, my.
Yeah,
Wait, my quick
rhythm method don't work.
My final story, y'all, is a very sad moment, y'all, for Fantasia Barrino and Danielle Brooks. I don't know if y'all heard the shocking news, but it's being reported, y'all, that Danielle Brooks was definitely nominated for an Oscar, and people saying they are devastated that Fantasia was not nominated. And they said Fantasia was in the same movie. She did just as much of a great job, honey, and great performance under The Color Purple. That but people are disappointed that she was not nominated for the performance of the film.
You know what this made me think of, Gary?
What?
When Dreamgirls came out and Beyonce was thinking she would get nominated, and Jennifer Hudson ended up winning all of the awards. It just would make me. I immediately thought of that when I saw Danielle Brooks was nominated.
You think they doing that on purpose? I mean, because they said, Fantasia, she was up against a whole lot of people. And they said, even Taraji P. Henson didn't even get a nomination, honey. So, maybe.
They all did an amazing job in that film, though.
Yeah, they did an amazing job. But the thing is, and I still go back to what I've been saying all along, let's just be, honey, worried about your Soul Train Award. Get you your Soul Train Award, honey, or your Urban One Award, or your BET Award, and stop worried about the Oscars and the Grammys, honey. Don't worry about them nominating you and whatever, honey. Just get those awards and be happy and pleased with them. That's all.
I mean, I think you have a point about that. We do desire validation.
Yes. From
white folks a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, we get in our feelings about it.
Yes. Hell, be happy for your Soul Train Award and put that on your damn mantle and stuff and what have you. Don't worry about it.
It ain't nothing like being acknowledged by your own people.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you got a point there.
And the Oscar doesn't mean that much no more like it used to. When you won an Oscar, baby, your movie money went up. You're in the $20 million bracket. They don't do that no more.
Yeah.
You don't think so?
No, the hell. His name is Cuba Gooding Jr. His name is Jamie Foxx. His name was
Come on with these receipts.
Her name was Halle Berry.
Come on.
Her name was Monique. Yes. So let's go. So
all
do
right,
I think
Gary.
so? Rock T?
So there's a couple selections like Denzel Washington. You got who else?
Denzel Washington, honey. That's been so damn long ago. That's before everything got the way it is, honey. Now they changed. Get your Oscar, honey. You still ain't getting no damn money. We still gonna give you $5 for a movie. Period.
I'm with you when you're right, man.
So, all right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. The color today, y'all, is cotton candy. On the high end, you say cotton candy, and on the low end, you say beautiful light blue. Look at Will Smith here. He can't even do a movie no more now. He did the slapping, but anyway.
Man, it's all good. Y'all give it up for Gary with the Tuesday.
Health, happiness, and hope. It's Wellness Wednesday on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Dr. Collier, we are happy to have you this morning.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley. Thank you so very much. Rock T, Maria Moore, Special K, Gary with the T, and the Brett. All the morning show crew. Thank you very much and good morning. So, Rickey, we're going to start this segment off. First, we want to express our sincere condolences to the King family on the passing of Dexter King.
Yeah.
Gone far too soon. He was only 62 when he passed after struggling with prostate cancer. Now, we've talked about prostate cancer so much, and we just want to reiterate how important it is. It's always surprising when someone dies from prostate cancer now because we got new research that's introduced new medications to treat even advanced prostate cancer. There are multiple cancer blood tests. There's robotic surgery for prostate cancer. There's a much better understanding of how prostate cancer grows, the genetics behind prostate cancer, and even the racial disparities. So what we learned from the coronavirus pandemic, Rickey, is this. Even when there are medical breakthroughs like the corona vaccine, physicians and patients may be slow to adapt or accept them, just like the COVID vaccine. So when a man is diagnosed with prostate cancer, even with stage 4 advanced cancer, he still is usually expected to survive at least 5 years and probably won't even die from the prostate cancer at this point. After decades of decline, prostate cancer rates are rising, especially in later stages. One, because they changed the guidelines and people are not getting comprehensive physical exams that includes a digital rectal exam and a prostate PSA blood test. So since those guidelines said that you don't have to get those as often, the rates have gone up. And that means later diagnosis, and that means poor outcomes. So let me reiterate to the listeners of the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Screening should start at age 40, unless you have a family history of prostate cancer. Then it should start immediately, but no less than 10 years before the diagnosis date of the family member. For instance, if your father or grandfather was diagnosed at age 45, then some recommend that you should start screening no less than age 35. Dr. Collier's personal recommendation is that if you got a first-degree relative, a father or a brother who's had prostate cancer, you start screening immediately. I don't care whether you're 18 years old. You start monitoring your PSA. So proper screenings and proper treatment can substantially reduce the death rate, and that's what we want to make sure of. And remember, Ricky, a healthy diet rich in fruits and vegetables, especially tomatoes, has a profound effect on prostate cancer. And if you listen to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show, you know the benefits of supplements like omega-3 fish oil and vitamin D3 taken at an effective dose of 5,000 international units per day. There you got it, Ricky.
Man,
so now let's go to the listeners and answer your healthcare questions.
Absolutely. That's some good information. Good morning. You're on with Dr. Collier.
This is Michelle calling from Conway. And my question is, I've been sick for like the past 3 weeks. Just congestion, runny nose, sneezing, all the sinus or allergy problems. I've taken allergy medicine. Nothing seems to help. But then I got better for maybe like 3 or 4 days. And after those 3 or 4 days, I was back to congested, runny nose. And so I just want to know, I've been taking my vitamin C and zinc, but what else can I take to help clear this stuff up?
Okay, Michelle, it's a great question. And everybody seems to be experiencing upper respiratory tract infections that are a problem. They are lasting longer than they traditionally do. A viral infection usually will run its course in 7 to 10 days. And after that, if you're still sick or if it recurs, it's usually then converted from a viral infection to a bacterial infection. And if it's bacteria, it's probably not going to go away or get better until you take some antibiotics. So one of the key indicators is if the mucus that you have when you cough or when you blow your nose, if it's clear or light yellow, then it's probably viral. If it's green or brown, then it's probably bacterial. That means you're going to need some antibiotics, and it's just not going to go away. So I'm seeing this all day, every day in my personal practice, and it is amazing how sick people are and how long it's taken them to recuperate from it. Even after they're over it, they still feel weak after a while.
Right. You're on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
I have seborrheic keratosis, and I just want to know, are there any natural supplements that I can take that can help me?
Keratosis are benign skin lesions, and the only thing you can do is remove them. For whatever reason, some people are predisposed to them, and sometimes as we age, you get more of them. They look like tiny moles, but the thing is that they have to be actually excised. There are several ways they can do it. They can freeze them with liquid nitrogen. They can burn them with either a laser or a thing called a hypercator. There are chemicals that can be applied to them, but it just takes a while for those to work. But it requires, again, a deep dermabrasion to remove them, and they can come back.
Oh, wow. You're on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
My name's Jermaine from St. Louis. I'm on 2 types of blood pressure medicine, and ever since I started taking the blood pressure medicine, I noticed a decrease in sexual arousal or anything like that got to deal with sex. And I was wondering, what should I talk to my doctor about, perhaps getting on a different kind of blood pressure medicine that doesn't affect that?
That is the conversation that you should have. And remember this, in all of the books and the guidelines that tell doctors how to treat high blood pressure, the first 2 or 3 medications that are recommended can and will have a negative effect on your sexual function and ability to get a good, firm, hard erection. But there are medications that won't have a negative effect, and some that will even have a positive effect. The recommendation is that you be on an ACE inhibitor or what's called an angiotensin receptor blockers. Named brands would be olmesartan or losartan.
and then a calcium channel blocker such as amlodipine or even verapamil. Those medications don't have a negative effect on your sexual function. Medications that can would be beta blocker class drugs and thiazide diuretics. So have this conversation with your doctor now, because there are options that will not impact you in a negative way, because Dr. Collier would never prescribe those medications for a patient, because I would not take them. There's no reason to take medicines that will inhibit your ability to function when there are other options, and there are.
Dr. Collier, man, as always, we appreciate you joining us, man. Go ahead and let them know how they can contact you and reach out to you personally.
Okay, now please join me on my Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube live tonight, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at Ask DRMJ, Ask Dr. MJ, where you will see and we'll talk more about prostate cancer and explain to you exactly why you need a digital rectal exam and what it is exactly that we're looking for when we do that. I can be reached on all social media at Ask Dr. MJ, and if you want more information on supplements to improve your health, go to my website, lipodrops.com. And remember, these are the opinions of Dr. MJ Collier, not those of Rickey Smiley, Rock Key, or the Rickey Smiley Morning Show cast or its production crew. Stay, don't you dare go away. You're listening to Dr. MJ on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show, it's about that time for one of my favorite parts of the show, Rickey's Quickies. This is when y'all call up and you got 5 seconds to say whatever you want. Let's get it poppin'. Quickies.
Y'all know Rickey Smiley. Pretty Ricky is what they call him.
Quickies.
It's your boy Tyrone of the Lambda Alpha chapter of the Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. Are you?
Quickies.
Bone chicka bone bone.
Quickies.
I just like to tell my baby daddy, Willie Lee Lester from Nella, Georgia, that I love him. Thanks, boo.
Quickies.
How about them Cowboys? I'm sorry. I can't even make it through the whole thing without laughing. I'm sorry.
Quickies.
Black Tony, will you please take your ass to work?
Quickies.
If you miss the Rickey Smiley Morning Show, you missing out on life.
Quickies.
I woke up this morning with a bad case of mutt butt.
Quickies.
It's Mr. Thomas. And when I'm with my little chickadees, I go with the gold standard. I use Magnum large-size condoms. And after that, I say, I done did my job.
Quickies.
And the
Quickies.
Hey, Rick, I just want to let you know, man, it's the best morning show ever, man. I listen to you every morning.
Quickies.
This is Babylon calling from the Queen City. Yo, y'all remember when Ray Charles did the Coca-Cola commercial back in the day? You got the right one.
Quickies.
Gary with the T-body looked like somebody in kindergarten drew it.
Quickies.
Every time I come in the kitchen, you in the kitchen, eat in the goddamn refrigerator, eating up all the food, all the chicken, all the collard greens, all the hog maw.
Quickies.
Rickey Smiley, I want $1,000 and a bootleg copy of All About the Benjamins deleted scenes. If not, I'm going to release the sex tape of you and Lunel. You have 1 hour.
Quickies.
A sandwich is a sandwich, but a manwich is a meal.
Quickies.
You're right, Benji.
Quickies.
Rickey's Morning Show. Breath like jalapeno.
Quickies.
The best part of waking up are these nuts in your cup.
Quickies.
1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish, knick-knack, patty white, give a dog a bone.
Quickies.
Have you ever been swallowed? Have you ever been swallowed out? Swallowed out?
Quickies.
Stick stay. Don't you dare go away. You're rocking with Rickey Smiley, Dr. MJ. Call you, baby.
Joining us this morning is political activist, attorney, author, and nationally syndicated radio show host, Warren Ballentine. Good morning, Warren. Welcome back to the show, my brother.
Man, always good to be with you guys, brother, especially at this time of the year as we ramp up for November, the 2024 election.
Man, let's jump right into it because I know you got a lot to say in Special K. I mean, I know you ready to go back and forth as well. So, Trump won New Hampshire last night. Okay, why should people be following these early races? And the second part to that question is, what are 3 things that you can share with us on why we should be watching?
Well, you want to follow the early part of the races simply because you want to see who are going to be the nominees, which we pretty much know that right now. But the other reason that you want to follow is you want to see who's following that person. Now, when you look at Trump's situation, you have literally somebody who's been criminally charged 91 times. He's had, 3 baby mamas. He's had all these court battles and stuff. And so you would think the Republican Party and the Bible Belt in the South would say, hey, this isn't who we want. But they're all acquiescing to him. And that's important to pay attention to now because Trump has already told you when he gets into office what he's going to do. He's going to use the DOJ to go after people. And that's what you need to be looking for in this race. Look, the reality of it is this. You got 2 elderly gentlemen running for president. You have 2 people who both are going to be lame duck presidents after 2 years because they can only do 4 years, each one of them. And then lastly, you have to look at the fact, like I said, who's following Trump, because if Trump wants to change the makeup of the political system where he becomes president and stays president, that's a big factor that could happen. And for black folks, you need to pay attention to how many black people are voting for Trump because there's a lot of undercover Trump lovers out here.
Right. And I feel like that those people need to really look at not just the personalities, not just Biden and Trump, but look at the policies, look at the platforms. When black people particularly say that they want to support Trump, what is Trump offering you? What is Trump's platform, rather, offering you? What is his agenda? What is his policies doing for you and for our community? And I just don't see what the appeal is.
Well, I'm going to tell you what the big appeal is. To be honest with you, the Democrats haven't done anything for black people. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I'm an independent. I mean, realistically, Biden right now could change the trajectory of this whole country for poor people, whether you're black, white, or Hispanic, with executive orders. He could literally make it where education is free, but you have to graduate from college. If you don't graduate, you owe the money. He can make it where if you're a nonviolent felon or a nonviolent misdemeanor, you get one time to wipe out your record on a federal level. If they do it on a federal level, the states will follow. And if he did stuff like this will get people back into the workforce, more money into the community as far as taxes, which means better schools for our kids, safer roads, more money for teachers, etc. But they're not doing it.
But why do you think no other president has done that?
Well, I think no other president has done it because they're literally working for other people. They're not working for the people of the United States. And that's why in this election cycle right here, the most important races are the down ballot ones, the U.S. Senate, the U.S. Congress, because if one party gets control of the House, the Senate, and the White House, especially if it's Donald Trump, it will be no checks and balances. He's going to do whatever he wants to do, and nobody's going to be able to stop him. And that's going to be critical.
So, Warren, I have a question just about the diversity of the Republican Party, because we heard Matt Gaetz come out and say for every Karen we lose, we gain a Julio or a Jamal. And, that was a really interesting statement. But then we also see Donald Trump refusing to sign a loyal oath ahead of the 2024 election, him saying things like, I don't get mad, I get even. What are your thoughts on the future of the Republican Party and why a lot of black and brown folks are overlooking a lot of these racist comments and these statements that are being made?
Well, I think it's twofold in this country, right? One is we have this mob mentality about leadership. If somebody's winning, we think we want to be on the winning team, and so we go join them, even if they're talking crazy, even if we don't believe in them, because we want to say we're part of a winner. And that's just a mentality. It really is. And secondly, I think part of the reason is that they've looked at the Democrats in office in these major cities. They've looked at what the Democrats have done. And the one thing about Trump that I'm going to tell you, you go anywhere from Detroit to Chicago to Atlanta, in the hood, the one thing that brothers like about Trump is he takes care of his people. The Democrats don't do that. Trump, look, if you hit people and you about to get indicted, he immediately gives you a pardon. He already said everybody from January 6th, if he's elected, he pardoned them on the first day in office. How many Democrats would do something like that? And that makes a difference. I mean, the Democrats are overlooking this younger generation and don't understand not only the economic struggle, but the struggle of nobody's looking out for me. And that's what we need to be talking about to get them more excited about voting.
But if looking out for your people means doing things that are unethical, borderline illegal, and highly immoral, that's okay?
But we in a new day now. Trump has been doing it. I mean, you think about it like this. Trump has changed the political landscape in America forever. Before Trump, if you had a divorce, if you had an affair, if you had been with a porn star, you couldn't be president of the United States. This man did all that. Not only that, he done lied like over 10,000 times about 10,000 things, and he's made it where politicians, Democrats and Republicans, whenever they get in trouble now, the first thing they say is, that wasn't me. That's a witch hunt. They coming after me. Look at my man in New Jersey, the senator from there who was a Democrat. He's like, this ain't nothing but a witch hunt. He sounds just like Trump. And that's the way the political system is going to be in America from this point on, because Trump got away with it, everybody else is going to get away with it too.
So, Warren, what does that say about the system?
It says that we need a new system, man. And that's why this election is the election of our lifetime, because if we don't vote, especially in the senatorial races and congressional races, what happens is that this system is going to stay the same. You need people to be a check and balance. You need these toss-up states like in Texas right now. Ted Cruz is literally polling even with the Democrats there. You need to go to Michigan and Hill Harper, who's off of television, who went to Harvard, is running for United States Senate. We need to, even if you don't live there, spend $10 to their campaigns, because it helps them be able to win those seats, to have a check and balance, and to have somebody up there who's not just going to vote party lines, who are going to say, hey, wait a minute, how is this really helping our community? How is it helping the poor single mother or the poor single father or the poor child or the poor community? How are they helping? That's what we need. We need people who are going to work for the people and not for the money. And right now they're working for the money.
Wow. Warren, my brother, we always appreciate you stopping by and joining the show. Go ahead and let people know how they can follow you.
Man, you can follow me on the gram, on the Truth Fighter One. You can follow me on X under Laverdad. But more importantly, man, check out those races, senatorial races, Ohio, Michigan, Texas, Arizona. Those are swing states. Vote for them. Georgia, vote for them. Put money into their coffers. Go to their websites, give them $10 and support them, because that's what we need in order to have checks and balance. No political party should be controlling the House, the Senate, and the White House, because if that happens, it goes to the states, and if it goes to the states, literally, if they put a national abortion ban, they can get rid of all contraceptives as we know it, from condoms to birth control pills to everything. And then everything goes back to states' rights, which education, housing, everything can be controlled by state. So if you're living in a state where they want to give black folks or Latino folks just one district to vote in, that's all we gonna have, and there ain't gonna be nothing legally nobody can do about it, because the Supreme Court is running with them too. Because Donald Trump got 4 of them on the Supreme Court, and gonna get 1 more if he wins again.
There it is, man. Y'all, please give it up for our brother Warren Ballentine in the building. Thank you, sir.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Indeed it is. 28 minutes after the top of the hour. Maria Moore, good morning.
Good morning, Rock Tea. The front page is brought to you by Eggland's Best, the only eggs with more fresh and delicious taste, plus superior nutrition, because the way we care is anything but ordinary. Only Eggland's Best. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's what's happening in news. Dangerous flash flooding is ongoing across parts of Texas and Louisiana Wednesday morning as drenching storms overwhelm the South. The torrential rainfall is part of a multi-day flood threat that will reach its concerning level in the region on Wednesday today. San Antonio, Beaumont, Texas, and Lake Charles, Louisiana were just some of the cities where flash flood warnings were issued. In other news, and as we discussed earlier today, former President Donald Trump is closer to winning a 3rd consecutive Republican nomination by winning the New Hampshire primary in a one-on-one matchup with his last challenger standing, former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley. Now, Haley vowed to remain in the Republican race, saying she'll now focus on the February 24th primary in her home state of South Carolina. Meanwhile, on the Democratic side, Vice President Kamala Harris, her 2024 role came into sharp focus this week as she took direct aim at Trump over reproductive rights, laying the groundwork for a central Democratic message in the 2024 election and an elevated role for the VP. I'm Maria Moore, and that's a quick rundown of a few of this morning's headlines. For more news and updates, visit RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what you got in sports?
Man, it's some drama in Dallas Cowboy land. Yes, everybody, all the Cowboy fans, of course, was wanting to get to the Super Bowl like every other NFL fan. But they got bounced out of the first round. Wide receiver CeeDee Lamb's mama allegedly said that mama's dogging quarterback Dak Prescott, saying Dak is not it. I wish CeeDee would leave. They need to get rid of Dak. Dak don't want to win a ring. Micah Parsons' brother jumped in and started calling out Dak. Super Dave, jump on real fast, man. You know, we talked about this on the I Hate the Homies podcast. What's your thoughts on this?
It's a big mess. If everybody liked the Dallas episode back in the 70s and the 80s when there was JR and Pamela and Miss Ellie and all those people, you got the new Dallas right now with Jerry Jones, CeeDee Lamb's mother, Michael Parsons' brother.
How CeeDee Lamb mom gonna say Dak don't want to win a ring? Of course he wants to win a ring. He just didn't win it. He got beat.
She saw the 2 interceptions he threw in the second quarter.
Come on, man.
That was enough right there.
Everybody call.
I tell your folks to be quiet.
Yeah, man, your family can't be jumping in. I mean, they can. This has probably been going on for a long time, but social media just makes it.
And you said it too nice, too. She said, Dak ain't it.
Dak ain't it. Hey, man, y'all go listen to I Hate the Homies podcast episode this week. We go real deep into the situation with myself, Super Dave, and the homie Griff. That's my sports report right there.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
Briggity tickety tat. What up, though, man?
What up, Rock T? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Rapper YFN Lucci is suddenly in the clear for the felony murder charge he was facing for nearly 3 years. Yesterday morning, prosecutors dropped 12 of the 13 counts that the rapper had been facing, including felony murder for the death of James Adams, who was killed during a shootout with a rival Atlanta gang back in December 2020. Now, Lucci pled guilty to one of the counts violating a Street Gang Terrorism and Prevention Act and will have to do time for that. As part of the plea deal, he was hit with a 10-year sentence plus 10 years probation. However, his attorney, Drew Feinling, believes his client will only be locked up for a few months. Feinling believes that since Lucci got 10 years and he's eligible for parole after 40 months, he's been locked up for about 36 months, so he's predicting that Lucci's release will be in 4 months. And that's the thing about being locked up or whatever, like that time when you finally do get your your sentence. You've served a lot of time in there already. Right. They've been in there for a while, so he'll have like maybe 4 months left and he'll finally be coming home. So and then when you get like 10 years or whatever, it sounds like forever, but you only have to do a certain amount of that time when it's state time. So he'll be home soon.
I didn't realize he was in there for 3 years already.
Ain't that a long time?
Man.
Time fly, boy. I know it ain't flying for them, but it's flying for us out here.
Okay. When you're free.
When you're free, it go real
when you're
fast.
free, when you got 10 years, it's slow as hell.
Feel like it.
Right. Oh
It's only been 3 minutes.
Right. All right, y'all, moving on. Snoop Dogg's Super Bowl performance has been used as key evidence, y'all, in Young Thug's RICO trial. Lord, they pulling out everything. Young Thug is currently on trial for allegedly conspiring to violate Georgia's Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organizations RICO Act, along with several further drug and gang-related felonies. His rap lyrics are being used to accuse him of YSL gang affiliation in trial. I hate when they do that, y'all. Just because somebody rap about something don't mean they did it all the time. We as artists, it's like we writing our own cartoon or our own novel or writing our own story.
Basically.
Yeah, so like I didn't really jump off that building and shoot that person. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, this is what these lawyers are doing. They do it to everybody. Still use Snoop Dogg's Super Bowl performance, which had nothing to do with nothing, to demonstrate that Young Thug is solely an entertainer and not a gang member. Okay, he showed up, Snoop Dogg, to Crip Walk dance. But they tried to say that was associated with the Crips to prove that the gang culture is embedded into the rap culture and did not necessarily imply gang affiliation. Previously, videos of tennis superstar Serena Williams doing the Crip Walk at the Wimbledon Championships have been shown to prove the same point. And we clearly know Serena is not a Crip.
Absolutely.
She's just doing the dance. My goodness. All right, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that dumb note. I wish these attorneys would stop doing that. Coming up next, y'all, we got the Praise Mixdown with Dwight Stone. The time now is 26 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.